And hello everybody and welcome back to Arcangulus Gaming. Arcangulus here bringing you some more Space Engineers, the Hoodwinked scenario on this festive season. Happy Yuletide, happy Christmas, all that jazz. It's good to see you guys. As you can see, I'm wearing a bit of red. So yeah, it's the best I could do. Yeah, good fleece jacket. There you go. The Santa vibe is complete. But I'm going to have to take this off because it is very, very hot. If you're new to the channel, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell and leave us that nice comment below. Right, guys, got something special for us. We're going to be doing weapon systems this festive system. Festive system? Festive season even. Haha. Yeah, okay. So, as you can see, I'm rebuilding the side of the Megalodon. Basically going for a weapon system setup. So if I go into our snub cockpit, go into the G menu. Yeah, what I'm planning on doing is putting an assault cannon there, an artillery cannon at the back, so that we've got long range support. And I'm going to figure out somewhere else on the Megalodon to put some Gatling guns for point defense systems and things like that. So let's see, where on earth did I put my my weapons? Nope, not in number 3. No, I put them here somewhere. There we go. Hasn't all loaded in yet. So we're going to find our assault cannon. Why don't you allow me to plop it down? You telling me I don't have enough materials? Even though I am pretty sure I shoved some in the back from picking up a unknown signal, which another one has appeared. Inventory, please. Thank you. I didn't want 189. I wanted 50. We'll whack 50 of those in there. Whack all those in there. And, wrong one. Cancel. 50 of them. There we go. Should be enough. Let's get back inside before we run out of jetpack fuel. There we go. Okay. So, assault cannon turret. I'm going to throw that there. In the white. Artillery cannon on the back. We're going to have the those in the white. Okay, so got that in place. Now it's just a case of now filling in all the gaps where we've got them. You know, a lot of this is due to me faffing around with conveyor systems, trying to get the right one in the right place. Now, why aren't you letting me get that in there? What is going on? I know it's a 3x3 piece, but come on, you know, have mercy. Saw it just a minute ago. Come on, let me. There we go. Actually, saying that though, yeah, do I really want to do that? Do I really? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do what I thought, but I am going to do. Turn that into white so that we know that's there. We'll throw those in like that. There we go. Boom, yeah. Nice. Now, the reason why it's the shape it is, I've been messing around with a lot. With this a lot. Trying to figure out how am I going to proceed? What am I going to do? How am I going to lay this out? And then it struck me because I was trying out all sorts of things. I tried out things like I tried out things like the pipe straight. I tried out things like the blast doors. I tried so many different options, and then it hit me. What's the newest thing we've got? The round edge. Yeah, the round blocks, and they fit beautifully. And I felt like such an idiot when I figured this one out. It was like right in front of me the entire time, and I was like, I can't get this to look right. It doesn't look right. And then all of a sudden I get it to look right. Now what the hell is going on? I've got nothing running in the background this time around. Unlike last time where I had a ton of stuff running in the background, and that was a big mistake. Okay, what do we got? I want yeah. So we've got several different types here of these round edge. You've got A, B and C. And as you see, I've already selected a pattern which I worked on. I thought, okay, I'm going to share this with you guys because I wanted you to see it. So what it is I'm doing is round edge C. As you can see, it's got these like buckle like things. You know, like you can pull it. You pull the two down. You lift it up. You can get access to something inside and fiddle. You know what I mean? B, it's more of like a hatch thing. So I was thinking, you know, pull it up, you know, get access. You know, it's more. I know it's just slightly underneath the artillery cannon, but it's enough that we can sort of let it slide. You know what I'm saying, guys? And then basically in this corner, I'm having round edge A, just to sort of finish it off. And then in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, where has it gone? The inverted corner, round slope inverted even, because it has that edge that goes outwards rather than it going inwards. You know, so it's convex rather than concave. You know, get it the right way around. And then what we can then do, if we can go back, there it is. Trying to remember which way I was going. You can do like a round slope there, and then I'm going to do something different on this edge. I'm going to sort of play with this slightly because I had an idea, right? I mean, because we've got two ways we can go forward on this. Because it's these 2x1s. Where the hell are they? Well, there's also this as well that we could use. Actually, yeah. Sorry, no, that's it. It was something like that I was going to use, wasn't it? Because there's that we can get in there. We could actually have that going up even further. I forgot about that. Let's see, Control 2, 3. There we go. So instead of having that hatch there, I know I said I'm going to have that hatch there, but I'm not now. What I'm going to do is instead I will get it in there eventually. I'm going to do. Hey, what the hell? There we go. I'm going to do that. So it gives that nice long edge down there, which is great. And then what I'm going to then do is I'm going to continue on the theme, but coming inwards. Was it that? No, that wasn't right. I wasn't going to do it like that. I was going to do. Now, which one was it? Yeah, because you actually do things like that. Which one was it I was going to have? Was it something like that? I had this idea, this epiphany of what I was going to do, but it's not working out the way I wanted it, because otherwise I'm going to have to round edge all the way up there and it's not going to work. So instead I'm going to have to do a slightly different idea. I think we're just going to do a round edge, half edge base there. There we go. So that's got that. So now if we go, actually I think it was Shift K goes straight into that menu. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Shift K, straight into here. Go terminal. Come on, catch up with me, please. Go build. Cool, for once I'm actually doing faster than it and actually getting it right. Isn't that a miracle? Okay, so need about 1,000 steel, 1,000 con, 300 interior, so I'll probably do about 1,000 interior, and a couple hundred of the large steel, so let's get in there. Okay, so interior, con, steel. Oops, I thought I hit the steel, sorry. And a couple hundred of those. So that's that all set up. Now, whilst we're waiting for that all to build, I want to show you something I'm doing up here on our landing platform. Yes, that's the beginnings of our long-range flyer. Yeah, so yeah, we can then just land here, get any materials we need, fly off to the station, which is that way, so the other side of the planet, literally. I've checked it out, it is. We're going to go there next. I just want to get this sorted out so that we've got some defensive measures in place. I do love that sort of like janky corner there, leading up to the wind turbine, and then this sort of straight edge sort of idea, but with a little bit of a curve. It just sort of like finishes it off. You know, I mean, I could be tempted actually to do something here actually, and make it look even better. So I think what I'm going to do is let's bring ourselves in here. We've got a little bit of time, so make sure that I'm standing on something solid. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing now, is it in there? No, that's the measuring. I'm going to have to add it in. There we go. So what I'm thinking now is, do you remember we found that that round corner? Where the hell was it? Not that one, not that one, not that one. That one. So we can bring it around there, and then we can add in ain't gonna work. That could work there. We'll just add in like a normal piece in there. There we go. And that sort of adds in that last bit of like smoothness and to it, so it just looks awesome. I'm actually sort of now tempted to replace that bit there with with the proper block as well. I mean, it's all coming in nicely. I am thinking something else too, just to sort of make it look a little bit more official. G menu, beam block, there we go. So if I can get in here, I'm thinking adding in some beam blocks, but what I want is like start from here, so like the 2x1 tip. So yeah, would probably then need the proper beam block in there, like that, and then 2x1 base, like say, with the 2x. What the hell? Okay, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. That didn't exactly work out the way I planned it. Okay, yeah, because that was the wrong block. My bad. So we'll do something like that in there. Except I really should have coloured it white. You know what? I've got an idea. Let's park here. I should be able to get underneath effectively. Just enough. The hell is going on? This should not be going on. There we go. Make sure we've got the right bit there. There we go. There we go. So it looks like it's now supported enough for a weapon system of this sort of caliber. I could argue another one in here, but I don't think that's going to be... I don't think that's warranted. I think just this one, because it looks like it's further out, we're going to have that sort of thing happen. Okay. So, while we're waiting for that to finish off... Oh, what the hell's going on here? Right. Let's go and grab that unknown signal quickly. And then we'll work on the other side. We'll get that done. Then we can start the long journey to the other side of Pertam. Just want to make sure it looks good before we take off. That we got all the materials we need before we go as well. Sorry, still not over this cold that's been going around, this flu or whatever the hell it is. I am trying. You know, plenty of juices and teas and all that sort of nonsense. Oh, I was hoping that might let me get access. Alright. Not exactly what I had in mind, but that'll do. Oh, okay. Nothing. Need some credits? Nope. Well, we do have banana beef. We know how this stuff is. I think one of these days I'm going to have to try it in the real world just to be able to say whether it actually works or not. I mean, who came up with the idea of banana beef anyway? I mean, it just sounds horrible. Alright. So by the time we get back, hopefully all this will be built up for us. I mean, check that out. Coming in and, you know, or something like that. I mean, that's just amazing. I've said it before, I say it again, I love this build. Okay, so we're going to do the same again on the other side. So, you know, basically it's played again. You know what I mean? So, first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to break into the Arboretum, greenhouse, the thing that holds all of our plants. Actually, I think before that, I'm going to do something I need to do, which is I'm going to need to get some hydrogen. Right, there we go. Oh, bring back the HUD system, why don't I? Yeah, there we go. Now, could argue, why don't I just go inside and around? It just takes time. It's just easier if I just sort of like camp the snub here while I just break in, lose oxygen, atmosphere I mean. Now the reason why I'm doing this is I did the same on both sides. So I want the matching pattern. Okay. So go into here, go to the right colour, go to our T-piece intersection jobby thingamajig. Ujimi Flip, how's your father? I'll do the same in here. So donk, donk. And then this is going to be our conveyor. So, now which way around did I have the conveyor on the other side? I had it so it was pointing, the conveyor word was pointing outwards. So get that back in there. Donk, donk. Drop in there. Oops, excuse me. And there we have it. So that's that mission objective done. And that was actually, I'm going to say, relatively painless. Okay. So let's get that colour converted. We'll get in our new format here. You know, our oh god, yeah, I forgot about that. Oh crikey. Right, okay. I think what we're going to have to do is I'm just going to have to put in... Where is the glasswork? Glasswork is there. So just put in one pane here, like say. So that fills that bit up. And what am I going to do here? Because excuse me, because I can't use the beam blocks because they will allow AI to escape. I could use just a simple armored block. Tempting. Let's see what other options we got. Interior wall, yeah, that could work because it's got this nice patterning on it. I don't think the pipes would be a good idea. Nothing else in there. No, nothing in there. I'm just sort of like rummaging through my mind for ideas. I don't think there'll be anything in truss pillars. Pipe straight, no, because of the fact that it's only like half block. There is not really anything I could use, is there? Maybe actually passage. Okay, I think I've found a solution, potential solution. He says, hopefully, maybe. It's a shame I can't see this without putting everything else in. Yeah, I think this could work and finish it off nicely, and actually allow us to have the airtight completeness for the lower deck, which I'm going to repurpose to something else now. I really ain't got a clue what I'm going to do with it because I'm now using these cannons instead of what I was originally going to use, which was auto cannons. Probably got some point up here. You know, probably could use that point. No, I can't. Gatling cannons are 3x3. Okay, so right, next thing is we're going to have to put in our straight sections. Now, for this, I'm going to use the conveyor straight like that, and then the conveyor curved like say. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I tell a lie. because that is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm putting the wrong one. In this particular case, I needed a scalpel and not a not a sledgehammer. Let's put it that way. It's the easiest way of wording it. Right, and this is why I wanted to use the snub, so that I could do things like this. I could check it, I can look, I could do all of that lovely jubbly stuff. And if I use the spectator cam, I can go, well, what did I do next? Okay, well, I used a load of flat stuff around here. So yeah, okay, this is the easy part. So it goes all the way out here. So that's 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out from the this bit here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that should have us mirrored nicely there. There we go. Then, obviously, there'll be 2 in there. We've got these 2 bits with the artillery, not the artillery cannon, the assault cannon on the front of it. And then one more. We'll call that a leg of the artillery cannon. Okay, and then that's it, I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then there was like one more there. Okay, see that banana beef. Okay, so it has built everything around there. Great. Okay, so I can now mimic this. So we've got an A, we've got a C, and then we've got the 2x1s. Okay, cool. So we go back into here. We can go group 7. Sorry, wrong side. Why is this nonsense stuff coming up? Right. So A, and then it was a C, and then like I said, it was the 2x1. Now where the hell is that? There we go. So that goes in like that, like that. Right, job done. And I think that was the inverted piece in there. Yeah, that was that inverted piece. So why aren't you scrolling? There we go. We want the round corner inverted, because yeah, you can see the difference. You know, you're that. If I can get it right around, you're that concave section, and then you've got the other one there. And we've got a 2x1 again going in there, like so. And then come around here. Got that bit there, going into the half piece, like so. Okay. Then in there we're going to have our wind turbine. Then around here, now what did we do around the front? We went BC round. So let's do that first. So there's C, B. Yeah. Then it was the round. What? Oh, I put that in too far in. Okay. Whoops. Well, that's one way of getting rid of it, I suppose. Not the recommended practice. But it's one way. How much damage did I do to the front of the snub and in the meantime on that one? For once, diddly squat. Alrighty then. That was weird. I mean, I'm going to go with it. It was weird, but I'm going to go with it. You know what I'm saying, guys? I mean, what the heck? Anyway. Okay. So. I'm just gonna go ahead and put in those in there. Get the round in there. And then that is going to go on there, I believe. I believe that was right. That was right, yes. However, the only thing I've got to do is change that to that. And then here-ish, somewhere around here, because we can't put it there, we're going to have to put it there. I believe that's correct. Perfect. Look at that. So now we've got that symmetry going on either side. We've now got the wings for the artillery stuff. We can now finish this off. Get this all in place. So there's the artillery. We're getting the assault cannon in there. Like say. Okay, so that's got that in place. I'm still trying to fathom out where I'm going to put some Gatling turrets to be able to defend against like missiles and things like that. I'm thinking on the side of the landing platform, you know, sort of poking out, maybe 2 on each side, something like that, just as like a rear guard, but also being able to defend forward if we need to. That I'm planning to do later on. However, for now, remote access terminal of the Megalodon. Thank you. Shovel some more coal into the fire. Alrighty then, what do we need? We need about 1,000 steel plate, 1,000 construction, a couple hundred small steel, and about 100 motor. So 100 motor, a couple hundred of those, 1,000 con, 1,000 steel. Boom, there we go. Now it's got everything there. Alright, well, we got a short amount of time left on the snub. So I'm gonna bring her in for landing. While I can. Okay. Right, so look at that, isn't that amazing? I love how these wind turbines are turning faster than those. It's going to be the same like on either side. Once these are built in, yeah, it's going to, yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun with that. But yeah, oh man, I really am loving this. this has got to be probably my favourite build that I've actually done so far. I still got a lot of work that I could potentially do on her as well. Things that I can add in various places to make it look good and functional as well. And I mean, there's just so much I could do. It's incredible. But yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting on the artillery to finish off and for the stump to recharge, because that's going to take a bit of time. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, I had to add in a bit here to make it airtight. Still haven't figured this out. Okay. Let that close on its own. Okay, so up close and personal on this ship. As you can see, we've got 4 of these. What do they call them? Modular cargo containers. I just love the idea of using them, having like these sort of wing sections and things like that. I mean, we've got about half an hour, so we've got enough time. I mean, these are still building as well. I love how we can observe things from up here. I mean, this is just so awesome. I love this sort of design on this. Makes it just like unique as well. The radar dish, I'm not overly enamored on where it is. I mean, you know, I wanted something better for that, but I just can't think of what to do with that at the moment. But yeah, as you can see, it is a humongous work in progress. You know, but we've got connectivity everywhere, so we can do whatever we want, which is exactly what I want. So I'm still playing with ideas on this, but I do want it to be armed. I do want to have like some weapon systems on board to be able to defend against potential threats. Haven't got a clue how I'm going to do that yet. Probably going to do something like no, it's not group 9, so I'm going to go back to group 4. Where are you? Weapons. There we go. I'm going to add in the weapons there. But in terms of a turret, it's good and bloody ready. I forgot there was an assault cannon turret. Looks so good. We got auto cannon turrets, Gatling turrets. We got the whole works. So we can really, seriously go to town on this. Oh, rocket turrets. I do like the new rocket turret, Type 2. It looks great compared to the Type 1. I don't know. But each one's got its purpose. I'm going to figure all that out in time. Maybe use these as a point of contact for them. I am thinking about having these wing sections sort of come up, over, and then down. I haven't fathomed that one out yet. I'm thinking... I think what I need to do, though, to begin with, is hook this up to the side for now. No, like that. So that I can break the bond and then bring it up. Question is how? Because if I go up like this, because there is no angular parts, not really anyway. And if I want to get to these modular parts, I need these big connectivity points. As I have it, it comes, because this is going to come back here, then I could have it merge into a flat here, come up to the top of this block, which is then going to be up here. Well, no, even better. I've got an idea now. Yeah, I know. I think I know what to do. Okay, we're going to have to do both sides now. Because... hold on, let me get that in first. I don't... when it comes to small grid stuff, I make too many mistakes. It is kind of unreal how many mistakes I make. Right. Because those are connected, this is all still one grid. But I can now do that without any remorse. Bugger. I missed. Okay, so what we're going to do is utilize this as a so it's going to be like actually I'm going to have to see what I've done with these because I can't remember what I've done. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I was right. So that's going to be like that, which is going to be two big connectors like that. So yeah. So it's not going to be the most beautiful thing in the world, but what we can then do I don't want that. I want it to hit C, but let's do it from underneath. This will be easier. What we can then do is do yeah, because this is going to come. So I'm going to start on like the body work. So it's going to come out like this. This needs to be something like that. I suppose actually with these two, if I start bringing it up, sort of blend it up, I could probably do something cool like that, then brings it in like that. And then like say, and then big block in there. Okay, cool. 5 again. Okay. So the 2x1. That can run in there. There's my 2x1, there it is. And then have the... That's not quite what I had in mind. I mean, it would work better if it was like a... if there was an easier way of being able to sort of like have like a curved edge or something on one of these conveyors or something like that, but I suppose I could replace that with half blocks so it sort of merges in better. But yeah, I was hoping to have these exposed, you know, deliberately, because I wanted it to be a little bit more theatrical. No. Just wondering if there's a way I can... I mean, that could sort of work. But yeah, I see what it is. So basically, can't really do this. But you see, it needs to be cut more. So it's probably going to be one of these more special cases. Yeah. How am I going to blend that? I don't think there is a way of blending from one of these to one of these. So that isn't going to work. I'm going to have to work on the proviso that is going to have to be that way round to get that blend to work. So that's going to have to be more of... that. And then if I use that and there you go. So yeah, so I'm using the half slope inverted light corner armored block, sorry, with the half slope light armor block to be able to create that sort of a pseudo blend, I guess you could call it. And then it sort of can come up and around and arch down. And I was starting to think maybe I need to do similar on the other side, just to be able to blend it in even more. But how am I going to do that? Because that is going to be... Because if that's like that, then that'd be a straight down there. Who said it had to be a perfect archway? The answer is nobody. Because if I made it in the perfect archway, that'd be there, then there'll be another heavy block there. Oh, that was a nightmare to blend all that in. Well, it wouldn't be a nightmare, it would just be more work than it should be. Actually, no, I don't think it would. Sorry, I lie. That was a piece of cake. Yeah, sort of like that actually. It sort of starts the slope there and then comes up heavy, comes across here and then down. Okay. Wouldn't be able to do that with curved pieces at the moment. Okay, so that's all cool. I like that. Rocking. We got a method that works. Okay, let's finish off the other side of this. Bother. Did not mean to do that. Because yeah, I could do something like that and just have it. But then that looks absolutely rubbish. Yeah, that'd be better. Because that follows that slope there. Then it goes up. So basically we've got a little bit of mimicry going on in a way. Yeah. And then... I guess it's just simply like what I'm doing now. Oh, I was going to say bust it all in, but I need parts. Oops, not that way. I can get parts this way. So if we go components. Right, let's just mash everything in there. Take that back out. Nope, the plushies are in here. Why are the plushies in there? They shouldn't be in there. Okay, have the synth get out of the way. Baby Bell. Right, I need 50 of those. 50 of those. 50 of those. Cobs up there. Okay. Sorry, just doing a bit of housekeeping whilst I noticed it, you know what I mean? There we go. And then we can go like that. We can take that out. We can then take 50 of that, and then we should be able to continue about our work. Boom, boom. Okay, so that's got that bit done. Grab a bit of energy. We can sit in the cockpit while we're doing that. And actually, we can now see that both sides of the Megalodon are done. Oh man, this is looking... That really is looking nice. I mean, it's not perfect. You know, to be able to get it the way that I had it in my mind, this thing would need to be 3 times larger. Now, when it's 3 times larger, it would be 3 times the problem. Now, it would be, yeah, if it was 3 times larger, I would most likely be making it with a group of friends, if I had any. And yeah, but as a single player vehicle, I think this is going to be the best I can do. Alright, we are running out of time fast, so okay, so I'm just going to mash those in. Okay, now to be able to do this corner, yeah, I think we're just going to just do simple. No, I don't think I'm going to do a simple blend. I don't want to do simple blend. I want to do something a little bit more fun. I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, have that nice sort of rounding effect. Drop on top of here. Right, now how are we going to do this? So we're just going to blop these in. I mean, seriously, it sounds like it's blopping. Okay, so that can go in like that. We can then go boom, and then we can go like that, and then not sure exactly how I'm going to blend it all, but I'll figure it all out as I go along. But that gives us a basic shape for the... I was hoping to jump on there. Yeah, it gives us a basic shape for the wing. Let's put it that way. And as you can see, we sort of get in the form and the structure now in there. So I could be able to see what it looks like. Going to take this one out. Whoops. That is rubbish. Frankly, I don't like that at all. I'm thinking more or something like this maybe. Still not right. get a block like that in there. Get that in there. I think that looks better. Because if I'm taking it from this edge here, which I should be, then yeah, that's now mirror symmetrical. I can't do that there, so oops, wrong one. So if I do that in like that, that's better. There we go. Now we've got our armoured arch. We've got this like nice slope bit on the top. We've got a bit of a curve on the top there, coming down, goes underneath, and then back around again. Yeah, beautiful. I'm interested to see how this pans out. But I think for now, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to do some more work on the. I think I'm going to call it the runner. You know, the air runner or something like that. I'll come up with a better name as I go along. But I think for now, I'm really, really happy with what we've done, what we've achieved. We've got these wings in. It looks amazing. Yeah, I'm loving how they sort of naturally form as part of the megalodon. Get up there. You know, and yeah, we've got this wonderful looking build now that is coming along so beautifully. I believe next episode maybe, if I can get the runner built and up and trucking, I think we should have everything in play to be able to go to the other side of the planet. And yeah, we can sort of start sorting out some of the obstacles on way. I mean, if necessary, I can leave the runner as it is. You know, in various stages of building, as we're travelling across the planet, as you know, trying to resolve the issues as we come across them. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll catch you next time on Archangelus Gaming.